Very Monday, the first Monday of the month. My wife picked out this outfit, okay? She let me wear my comfy shoes today. How nice of her, okay? I appreciate it a lot. This is a tie that I actually wore for our wedding, so she picked it out today. And also, I love paisley ties. My goodness, the paisley pattern, ooh, it's a big hit. Dominic.
How many ties do you have?
Oh my goodness, I have probably like 55 to 60 around there. I have a lot. Yep.
How much money do you spend on clothes?
I buy everything on like super clearance, so I don't actually spend too much. So, yeah, or like I get like, yes, you underestimate the momming of Kohl's, okay? And Goodwill is a good place to get ties as well, okay? So on honors geometry, SWA, that's you guys will be able to determine types of symmetry, okay? Section 3.4. So we're going to talk about three types of symmetry. We're going to talk about line, point, and rotational, okay? Line symmetry. A figure has line symmetry if the figure can be mapped onto itself by the reflection of a line. Example. If I were to fold the triangle over that line, it'd be the same on both sides. So we say it has line symmetry. It's a mirror image. Think about that, okay? If you held something up to a mirror, it reflects the other direction, right? Okay? Now, would this have worked if I had drawn a line somewhere else, like maybe this purple line? No. On this triangle, that would not work.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, fold your triangle in half like that on your paper.
Okay, rectangles are symmetrical this way.
Okay. Now, what if I went like here? Would that work? No. Here? No. Okay. So this one was only had line symmetry in one spot. Sometimes they'll have multiple spots, and sometimes it's an unconventional spot. Okay, so you have to think about that sometimes. Point symmetry. Okay, point. Okay, a figure has point symmetry if the figure is mapped onto itself by rotating the figure 180 degrees around a center point. So it looks the same upside down. So if you take the center of this N, and if we were to take this N and flip it 180 degrees, we'd get the same thing, okay? So if I take this,
it does look the same.
Okay, and I rotate it 180 degrees, is that still an N?
Yeah.
Okay, it's still an N, right? So we say it has point symmetry. Okay, so you can literally just take your paper and flip it 180 degrees, and if it looks the same, it has point symmetry.
Exactly.
I'll take this one.
Okay. Our last one is rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry says if you take a figure and you rotate it around a center point, if it's mapped onto itself, if you get the same thing at anything less than 360, it's anything less than a full rotation, because anything will be itself if you give it a full rotation. Okay, then it has rotational symmetry. So if we look here with the sun, and I rotate it here, is it the same?
Yes.
Yeah, so it has rotational symmetry. If I do it here, is it the same?
Yes.
Rotational symmetry. Is it the same?
Yes.
Yes, rotational symmetry. Same?
Yes.
Yeah, now this is also what type?
Point symmetry.
Point. So it has both point and rotational.
And
So
line.
And line.
Point symmetry, then have rotational symmetry.
great question. Great point there, okay? If it has point symmetry, does it automatically have rotational?
Yes.
Yeah, rotational says if it can rotate anything less than 360. Point says if it rotates 180. Is 180 less than 360?
Yes.
Yeah, so if it has point symmetry, it automatically has rotational, okay?
But if it has point symmetry, then it has all three.
Not necessarily.
But if it has rotational symmetry, it has all three.
Not necessarily.
What?
Huh.
That
Loser.
hurts my brain.
Like,
though.
example.
We'll go through some.
Circle.
We'll go through some. Okay? Now, if it has rotational symmetry, it automatically has
Nothing.
nothing. It doesn't automatically have point. Because sometimes it can't rotate 180, but it can rotate something else. It got tricky, okay? So, number one, don't blurt. I want you guys to think what types of symmetry this shape might have. On number one. I want you to think what types of symmetry this hexagon might have.
You have to do, check all.
Yep, check all that apply. It's one of those terrible ones where it's not like you don't know how many correct answers are. You pick one, it's like check all that apply. So it could be 1, it could be none, it could be 5. Okay? So there's line, point, rotational, and then none.
I have those questions, you just like check them all, so you're just always right.
That's not how that works.
Because if you check the wrong button, you
Genius.
put them wrong.
Yes. That'd be like the stonks theme, but like genius spelling. With that, like with a J. Genius. Okay. Anyway. So do we think this one has line symmetry?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Okay, so we could draw a line through here. Are there any other lines we could draw?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, where?
Across. And diagonal.
Okay, diagonal.
And the other way diagonal.
Make 6 lines.
Nope.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
There is no other way.
There's like 8 different ways.
This is the way.
No, you
Okay.
missed one.
I missed one?
There's another diagonal.
There's 2 more.
It's
Yeah.
in between the horizontal and the diagonal.
Yeah, like that, and then the other one.
Right?
Yeah.
So this one has a lot of different ones. Okay? Now, do we need to necessarily know it does all of those?
Yes.
No, we just need to make sure we catch at least one, but it's good to get our mind thinking this way so we can see all the others, okay? Do we think it has point symmetry?
Yes.
Okay, so if we rotate it 180 degrees, is it still a hexagon?
Yes.
Is it the same hexagon?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if it has rotational, or point, what does it automatically have? Rotational. Now, does it have to rotate 180 degrees to be rotational? No, it could be some other rotation. And in fact, this one could rotate 5 different sides, and as long as any of the sides on the bottom, it's the same. Well, because the 6 would be itself. So,
Yeah, but it's the first one.
yeah, but that's not any type of symmetry
That's not
for rotation. So, like for rotational symmetry, we could be like option 1, option 2,
It looks weird.
option 3, option 4, option 5, but there's no option 6 because it's the original.
Oh, yeah, good enough.
It looks lopsided when you turn on one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you're correct. This one would not be able to do those other 4. You're right. Because it is lopsided. Yeah, because it's not a regular hexagon. Good catch, Aaron. So this one's not a regular hexagon, actually. So the 3 we checked are still correct. But it doesn't have, you can't just do it this way. Because it's not a regular hexagon. Good catch there, Aaron.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's not right.
Okay. Go ahead. Any questions on number 1?
Mine's fine.
Wait, ours on the paper, though, is right.
No, it isn't. Never mind. Mine
Okay.
has a
Go ahead and do number 2. Let me try number 2.
I did it. Weird.
Yeah, I did it.
None.
I'll do that.
Line. Ratio, none.
Yes.
Even none.
Okay. Raise your hand if you think it has line symmetry. Okay, I would agree. You can draw a line through any of these points, right? Any of the points of the triangle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Raise your hand if you think it has rotational symmetry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, meaning if you rotate it, rotational.
Rotational, yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
you could do it 100.
Okay. Does it have point symmetry?
No.
No, but you can rotate it like that.
Now the same.
120 degrees.
That makes sense.
Or another 120 degrees over here. And you still get the same triangle.
That's a lot of degenerates.
A lot of what?
What?
Degenerates.
Degeners?
Degrees. Degenerates. That's how I
Okay. Max.
So if it has 2 different like ways for like line symmetry, so like you could draw like multiple lines, then that means that it has rotational as well.
Let's see. Let's see if we find that correlation. Question number 2, besides what's been asked. Let's try number 3.
Does it have to be a straight line?
No.
Or can it be
Like, you can't go like this.
No, like a diagonal line.
Yeah, we've been drawing diagonals. Where have you been, Dominic?
He's not here. Gulag.
Oh, you've been in the gulag? You need to win your match, buddy. If you survive, you earn more worksheets. The geometry gulag.
Geometry gulag.
Sits there all static.
Raise your hand if you think number 3 has line symmetry. Okay, I'm seeing some hands. Okay, Max, where do you think it has it?
Like from the top right to the bottom left.
Okay, so if I draw over this,
Yeah.
okay, go and fold your paper over that line.
That doesn't
Yeah,
add
but
up.
it's the same shape.
It's right.
That don't add up.
I didn't mark line. Yeah, like, okay. if
Fold your paper over that line.
If you took that and you actually cut that shape,
Maybe.
you get two of the same shapes.
But no.
But it doesn't.
Go ahead and fold it over that line.
No.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna work if you fold it.
Well, that's what symmetry is.
But like if you cut it, you
That's
have
different,
two of the
Leo.
same shapes, and you can put them together and they're the same.
Yeah, then you could rotate it around and you could do all this other stuff, but that's not what we're asking.
What about
But it's still two of the same shapes.
That's not how you figure this out, Leo.
There's no line.
Okay, there's no line symmetry on this one.
What about
What about?
like in the middle? You know, it's like that. And
That's the same thing as Leo.
What if you curved it?
Like that? Go ahead and try it, folding it over.
That's the same thing as Leo.
Wait, if you have it hang on, if you have that at enough of an angle, it would work.
Yeah.
Try it.
Oh.
Find something that works.
You got this, Max.
Well,
Spend the rest of
can't-
class period doing that.
Okay, got it.
Give me a piece.
I can't.
You're about to see the new
You
Einstein.
can though. Because it's a straight line, as long as it's not like a squiggly line. You
Okay,
can,
go and find something that works.
I can't draw it because I'm not.
I know it's
precise
point.
with it.
Get a ruler. Make a fold.
Oh, wait.
Alright, Leo.
And the little cutting that's on the sidewalk.
Thank
You
you.
fold it and it folds, okay. But if
Okay,
you
while Max is working on that, does it have point symmetry?
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Same shape.
No.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I meant
To
to
the
Never
right.
mind, never mind. You guys are all.
Is that the same? Yes.
Which means it has.
I literally.
And it automatically has rotational symmetry. Very good.
Yeah, I did it wrong.
You enjoying yourself, Dominic?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Brain hurt.
Okay, so if it has point, it automatically has rotational. Question number 3.
No.
Okay, number 4, go ahead and try it.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, you ready for this? Ready?
Oh no! I want to see him do
Who's
push-ups.
on?
Gage, you gotta take care of it.
Imagine.
Gage,
What?
look.
One.
Look. Hi, Gertrude.
Okay, does this have line symmetry?
No.
No, there's no line we can draw through it, okay? Does it have point symmetry? Can we flip it upside down? No. Does it have rotational symmetry?
No.
No, this one has none of them. You could flip it upside down, but it won't be the same, right? Okay.
So it will be symmetry.
So it doesn't have any of these symmetries. So it can't be none. Question on 4. It can be none.
Oh.
So what is done?
Go and try 5.
What the?
Did this work? Figure it out.
Does it work?
Really? Let me see.
Okay. So on 5, do we think the star has line symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you pick through really a lot of different spots?
Yes.
Yeah, you can pick any of the 5. Right?
That was very interesting.
Wow, those are really good.
Yes, those are really good. Okay. Does it have point symmetry?
No.
No, flipping upside down does not make it the same shape. What about rotational?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can rotate it any one of the other 4 directions, okay? So as long as any of the other points are on top, okay? So Max, your theory of if it has multiple directions for line symmetry of it having rotational is so far holding up. Let's look at number 6.
Yeah. It's all.
All of them but none.
Oh.
But
Oh, they
Oh,
don't
there,
want
what?
the smoke.
All the none.
is it really?
I don't think it's line.
Yeah, it's full.
Is it line?
It
It's
doesn't
like-
match up.
If you do the thing,
The two spirals don't match up.
oh, they will.
Hey.
They're on opposite sides if you fold it. Wait. Oh, if you do it diagonally.
Exactly.
Do they line up if you do it at
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Hey. You're just like, oh, you said my name.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't. The spirals don't
You're
match.
like, oh, you said my
Huh.
name.
Udor.
Yeah, I'll put
Like the
some
spirals
No.
match, but they're not going in
No
the same
line.
direction.
No.
Oh, they're fine.
We've got pencils. You just
We
trace
have
your
hands
pencil.
to fold the paper.
Trace your finger.
Thanks, though.
I just know.
Fingers and put straight
Thanks, though.
I just look.
Boom. Straight line.
Alrighty. Do we think this one has line symmetry?
Yeah. No.
Okay, where's it at, Max?
Oh, 6? Yeah, line symmetry.
No.
No.
Show me.
Boom.
If you fold it over this line, this spiral thing is going to end up over here. And this spiral thing's going to end up over here. Those are not on top of each other.
I'm sorry, diagonal, sorry.
No.
The spirals won't match up.
I'll just cross that.
The spirals will still not match up because is this side of the spiral the same as this side of the spiral?
No.
No, but that's what would be folded on top of each other, so they don't match up either.
What is?
Give up.
That's weird.
Give up.
Join. Join the dark side, Max.
Let's say you have a mirror, right?
Does it have point symmetry?
No.
Yes.
Here down here.
Yeah, it's
Right.
exactly.
Turn it
upside down.
Yeah.
So which means it has rotation.
And it does have rotational.
Good job, Max.
So it's like if it has.
There's something laziness accepted.
So if it has point symmetry, then it always has rotational symmetry. But if it has rotational symmetry, it doesn't mean that it has rotation.
Exactly.
So always look for point.
Okay, let's look at number 7.
Yes.
Is Max's theory right?
What are you talking about?
I said done.
Oh,
Fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna guess and say 8 is 9.
Ow.
Eat it.
I got that too.
Number 7. Raise your hand for line symmetry on number 7. Where at?
Straight down.
Middle.
Is there any other direction it has it?
No.
Max, is there any other direction that has it? Okay, I'll just-
Raise your hand for point. Raise your hand for rotational. I agree, just line. Try number 8.
We have like no more work to do. I'm loving this homework.
Good.
Yeah, this is normal.
I honestly, this is
Oh, such a good one.
There's gonna be like.
Gabe, why?
It helps these hip muscles.
No, Gabe.
It does.
I need to try this.
Dude, do it. It's fun. It hurts a little bit.
It's fun, it hurts. Oh, okay, that made you want to try it.
Pain is good.
Okay,
You know it's gonna
Well,
be
this
good.
is
number 8. Raise your hand for line symmetry. Okay, I agree. Raise your hand for point. I agree. Raise your hand for rotational.
There's absolutely no symmetry.
I agree as none.
Not coming right.
Okay,
Hey, did you get it right?
Wow.
No.
Did you say no?
here's what I want you to do.
Oh.
I want you guys to do.
All of them.
Hey, the packet's done.
I want you guys to do
It's fast.
9 through
All of them. Please.
20.
Are you?
I want you to do I want you to do this whole page.
9 through 20.
And when you have it,
Say the whole page.
come and get it checked by me.
Yay.
And when you have them all right, I'll give you the worksheet.
Yay.
Easy clap.
Claps easy.
Wow.